Welcome back to another Help Me Mod tutorial, and this tutorial is on the vehicle menu. As usual, you want to activate this option by going through Action Menu, then selecting Help Me Mod, and then scroll down through the Action Menu till you come to the vehicle. Now, some of these functions in here I will not go through because either they're self-explanatory or they were done in other tutorial videos. So we'll start off with this over here. It says change seat position. Well, we'll start off with delete my vehicle. The way this works is you have to be in a vehicle. Now, you do not have to be on the front. You do not have to be in the back. And for example, let's just get out of this. Let's ride in the back. As you see, we're not actually the driver, but I can come in regardless. If I'm in the vehicle, this applies. So we come in and we'll say delete my vehicle, and it's gone. And it just dumps me. Now, it would also dump the men out too if there were men in there with me. So we're going to combine a couple controls here. We're going to combine the change my seating position as well as turn off players, vehicle, and engine. We're going to use those simultaneously in here. Get inside the vehicle here.
I need ammo.
Now we're in the back of the vehicle, as you can see. Now we're going to use this, and that this is a hotkey for this. It really comes in quite handy. Mine, for example, is Alt and the 5 keypad, and if what it does, it will toggle you through the else. Now, the way it works, it doesn't remember where you're at, so it automatically will, no matter if I'm in the commander or the gunner or in the back, and I activate that, the first time it's going to do it, it's going to dump me in the driver's position every time. And then I go driver, gunner, commander, cargo, driver, gunner, commander, cargo. It cycles. So that's what it does. And what I'm going to do before we do that, because it's going to make some noise, this is just a little peek at what one of the other menus do. So in the Addon mods, we're going to activate our earplugs, and we'll go ahead and turn them on. Now we're going to go back to the vehicle menu, and now we're going to toggle our seats. See, now I'm in the driver's seat. You see the upper right. I'll change the driver's seat. We'll toggle again. Gunner seat, commander, cargo. And I'm right back with start, and the engine's running. And as I said, we'll show this other command. Get down here and turn off vehicle engine. And see, it turned it off. I can go back in. I can turn it back on. I go back and turn it off. Now, as shown in another video, the player's menu, you have an option to lock and unlock a vehicle. Now, as you can see, let me get back to the root. You can see here, I can get out or eject, which is fine, but there are occasions, and I've had this happen, with campaigns and other missions where you get in a vehicle and they won't let you exit. You're trapped inside the vehicle. And there has been times when I wanted to get out when the author didn't want me to. And that really stinks, because if it's locked, you cannot get out whatsoever. So I'm going to go over here and go to Player's Menu, which was in the Player's Menu tutorial, and I'm going to activate the lock. Now my vehicle is locked. You can see the upper right there is locked. And now if I go back to the menu here, you see I do not have no means to get out. And I just turn off the earplugs. That's why the message is at the bottom left. I can't get out, and I'm stuck in here. There's nothing I can do to get out of here except die. But what's nice, in those situations, you go back to your vehicle menu, and we go down to the bottom. Well, before we do that, let me show that thing. We got
I'm out.
Thing says empty vehicle and load. We also got save your gear and load. Now what these do, the vehicle has cargo in it, as you see right there. And I can save this in any time. Now, I do not have to be in the vehicle to do this. I can be outside. All you have to do is two factors must be met. Either be in the vehicle in any position, cargo, driver, does not matter, or be outside the vehicle looking at it. Now you could be a kilometer away looking at it and still have this work. So to show you how this works, we're going to come down and we're going to say save our gear. So it has now, as you can see up left, it's been saved. Now we're going to go down and do another little feature which comes in handy too, and that is empty vehicle gear. I select that. Now you see it says vehicle has been emptied. We hit our inventory, there ain't a thing in here except me. Now another nice little thing is I mentioned another vehicle. I was in the U.S. military. I was in the Army, mechanized infantry, and I did in real life what you play in this game. And when you get sent to the field, they just don't say, here's an empty vehicle with a full tank of gas and go kill a bunch of people or tanks or whatever. And that's not how they work. They will give you a vehicle with gear in it, whether it be ammo, food, medicines, whatever. You'll have something with you besides just yourself. So the thinking behind this, to add a little realism, was to preload for you to be able to load any vehicle you want to. So, and under here where it says empty is load vehicle with gear. We select that, it tells you your APC is now loaded out. We go for inventory, there you go. You can see all the all the weapons you have in here. You have enough ammo and different types of weapons to take on the whole army just about with no problem. Now this, as I said before in other tutorials, Bohemia allows you to overstuff vehicles or containers, whether it be a backpack, a cargo crate, a plane, tank, APC, Jeep, whatever. You can overstuff. So if they can hold 10 items, you could manually put 10 in, and that's it. You cannot put 11 in. It hits 10, it's full, it stops. Using scripting, Bohemia has allowed scripters to overdo it, overfill. So in this case, I have this much weapons in here, and if I try to take out one thing, I will not be able to get back in. So I'll take one clip, I'll put it up there, and you can see there it is, a 100-round clip. Now watch, try to put it back, you can't, because the vehicle has been overstuffed. So that's what that means, and be aware of that. It's not a big deal. I got too much stuff in there, well, you just come down and empty it. But I lost everything. Yeah, but if you combined it with the save your gear, see, I've restored it, and that's what I had in here originally. If you remember the two rifles and so forth, that's how it works. So it really works. Really works quite nice for you to do that. But as I said, the vehicle is locked, so I cannot get out. But if we go back to the vehicle menu, you'll find two items in here that will come very handy to your use in these cases. Ejecting air as eject. Ejecting air will, I forget exactly what it does. It, for example, shoots you out 5 meters to the left of the helicopter and like 10 meters up in the air. It gets you away from the aircraft, basically what it does. And I cannot remember if it gives you a parachute or not. If that's something for you to discover on that one. If it doesn't have a parachute, you do have the means to give yourself a parachute. I think it's under the teleport menu, which I did a tutorial on that. You can give yourself a parachute so you won't be too bad off. You have to do it kind of quick before you hit the ground, but you do have the option to do that. So what happens, and when you select the eject, it just kicks you out of the vehicle, as we'll show you here. I say eject, and now I'm out, but I'm in front of it. So, but that's how the eject works, and as you see, it works nicely. And this allows you to get out of vehicles that may be locked, and the vehicle's still locked. We cannot get into it at all. As you can see, there's no menu item whatsoever for this. We'll come back in and just unlock it. Now the lock and unlock, there's a key for that too. Now see, now we got the get in icon again. So another feature, get back out of the vehicle, we have is God mode. Whoop, let me do that. Do just what they say. Turn it off, turn it on. Now the drone menus here are pretty cool. These two commands only work on drones that are in use. You can't say turn these on, then and call in a drone 5 minutes later and have it work on it. They have to be on the field currently. They're pretty simple. What does that say? Rearm, refuel, and repair. For example, the drone helicopter. This will rearm it and repair it. You also got the toggle mode. Now this, if you have 5 drones out there, it'll put them all in God mode, which is kind of nice to be able to do that. The do all for my vehicle is also pretty self-explanatory. Do all what? Rearm, repair, and refuel. You can do them individually if you wish, or you can do them all at one time. This will do this for your vehicle. The gear we done. Engine we done. Now the flip pair of vehicles does come in kind of handy at times. This is one reason you see in the demo mission I got these vehicles on their sides over here, upside down, and so forth, to illustrate. So we'll just pick this as the closest. Now as you know, well maybe you don't know, well to show you, there's no way to get in these vehicles when they're upside down or on the side. You cannot get into them. I do not think there's anything you can do to enter these vehicles. However, as a little preview, which will be is in another tutorial video, is the look menu, and within it has the means to allow me to get in the vehicle. Move player into target. Now I'm inside the vehicle. So we'll leave this menu, go back to vehicles. We'll go up third person, and you can see I'm on my side. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. There I am right there. And so how does this work? Well, real simple. Flip player's vehicle. That one right there, flip player's vehicle. Boop, I'm upright. Now if you notice in the upper right hand side, it says no damage has been fixed. And that's correct. So if it flipped over and took 30% damage, well, when it slipped back over, it's still going to have 30% damage. It's not going to repair it. So, and just so you can see, we can get back into it if need be. That's a nice little feature. It comes in handy from time to time. But you must be in the vehicle for that to happen. If you get out of it, whatever you saw, you can get back in. So it's not exactly that big of a deal. We've done the gear, those. Halo menu was shown in the teleport menu. It allows you to, you have to be in the vehicle. You select the different heights you wish to be in. And as you can see right there, now this, what you're seeing right here, is a minor bug. I need to correct that. So probably when you actually watch this video, this will already be corrected. But anyway, so let's say I select 250 meters. I get first you get in your vehicle, then you select that, and then map will open up and saying, okay, where you want to go. You get up, you click your spot. Vehicles teleported up to that height and at that location, and then a non-steerable parachute is attached. That's important because what will happen is if there's a lot of wind, you will be blown off course, and there's nothing you can do about it. So what I found to do is best to select like the 100 meter or 250, because if there is wind, you won't be blown too far. If you say, oh, I want to do it stealthily and do it a kilometer up, for example, you may drift 2 or 3 kilometers before you hit the ground, and so it can be a problem. So just bear that in mind. But anyway, that's what the halo is for. And of course we've done the eject and vehicle guide mode. These do not work at this time. If you do select them, you just get an error message. That's, yeah, nothing else is going to happen. Now you notice we had the A10 menu on here. Now here's the A10 up here. We'll go get in it. Set it up. Spend all day running. And we'll get in it. Now as you can see from the guns, we got 1,000 rounds, and only 2 missiles, and only 6 of that, and only 120 flares. Now on the A10 menu, you got rearm and repair and so forth in God mode, and that's pretty much it. Well, let's see what happens here. We'll fire. I fired off 40 rounds. I come back to normal repair. I'm back. But also look at the range, the weapons. The truth of the matter is both these are identical. The commands, they do the same thing. But as you can see, if you look at your menu up in the upper right, I now have 100 magazines of the 30 millimeter rounds, 89 missiles, 119, 119, 119, and 100 magazines of the flares. You could fly for days in this thing without running out of ammo. Yes, it is a cheat, but it's also fun just to go around and blow the living crap out of everything that moves and not worry about running out of ammo. So it's kind of cool to do that. Yes, it is a cheat, and you can see right here on the missiles, you can see how it's got multiple missiles all stacked on here. This is the same thing it was with APC. This is an example of a vehicle being overstuffed, as you can see right here. In real life, this thing, the landing gear probably would collapse from all these missiles. It definitely would not fly, but it would allow you to, in this case, it allows you to take all these missiles on here and just have some total fun. So it's pretty fun to do that. Like I said, yes, it is cheating, but you also got the same thing, repair and refuel, as others. And so if we get back to the main menu, that should be it. Let me just double check. Yes, we went through everything. So this is the video tutorial for the vehicles menu. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful for you. I appreciate your time and thank you much.